Bible.
That's right.
Which ones are you? Which ones are you?
Prepare destruction for the children of Israel, because they get liberties from their father. This is what their fathers did. That is coming out of the Bible. That is God's words.
Bring it out.
Serious.
Yeah, did they read that on Sunday? Oh yeah, forget. Are you clapping and dancing? That's why you didn't do it on Sunday. You're clapping and dancing and shaking and doing it in church. That's why you can't read the Bible and God says His judgment to the children of
Native American Indians read? Not know. So to us, he knows where he can get his food from, right? And to us,
Como katibu Homer, anto emuera como katibu mue. Inyung henelo kom opamos. Sister. Sempre na purba manera. En paz en casa, help me read. En la purba, amate. Para esclavitud. Okay, no tintula, pero ¿qué pasa? Nang abusa uno, anto tok nang dolo pa tula o ato mata. Segment pur, nung hen no pakamo, nata purba, pero sempre la matanan.
that's right. Above all people upon the face of the earth.
black man according to the Bible. They give us this image of Christ without no proof. Without no proof. Get Revelation 1 for this brother. And start at verse 14. This is the script. Start at 1 so you can know who it's talking about. It's important. You know why it's important for our people to know this? The greatest man on the planet Earth, the greatest man to ever walk the planet Earth, has been perceived as a Caucasian. And our people scattered all throughout the earth waiting on a Caucasian to come back to give them deliverance, to give them salvation. But yet right now, look at our people scattered throughout the west coast of Africa. Look at our black people, look at the people scattered throughout, the black people scattered throughout the Caribbean islands, the Native American man in America, and the black people scattered in America. They won't give you no type of salvation now. They won't even give you reparations for what they had done to your people. But yet, we still looking for this to come back as a savior. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't no biblical proof that Jesus Christ looked like this. Actually, this is a white man named Cedric Bourgeois. Leonardo da Vinci painted this thing during the Renaissance period when they came back into power. The Renaissance period was when we was having 100-year wars here, and 100-year wars in Germany, Netherlands, Spain, stuff like that. That's when we was power. You know we ruled the Netherlands at one point in time, right? That's why when you go throughout Amsterdam and you go throughout Rotterdam, look at some of the buildings. You'll see black images of Moors up there. You'll see flags with black men on them. That's called coats of arms. We actually ruled this place. You know what I'm saying? We ruled Germany at one point in time. When we ruled, it was called the Black Holy Roman Empire. Look it up. It was called the Black Holy Roman Empire. In the year 220, I think it was the year 222 AD, we had a black man rise up named Hannibal, which helped overthrow the Romans, the white Romans when they was ruled. Around about 492 AD, we said, I'm going to prove this to you. Hold on. Yeah, okay, you got this. Look at this right here. This in Amsterdam right now. What it say? Read that. What it say? Negroes and what? Of noble families. Now this book, and what is at the bottom? Say, what is that? What are these coats of arms at? Read that bottom.
Central Europe.
Central Europe. So what I'm telling you, it ain't a lie. They hid your history from you. It's called iconoclasm. You know what I'm saying? It's called whitewashing. Just like they did with Jesus Christ. This it is. Read.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must surely come to pass.
We ain't Afro-Brits. We ain't Afro-Dutch. We ain't Afro-Germans. We the Israelites according to the Bible.
That's right.
That's who we are. The Israelites are the servants of God. Now let's see what Jesus Christ showed to John the Revelator. Jump down to verse 14. Read.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So this is a revelation of Jesus Christ. It said his head and his hairs was white like wool. Just like this brother right here. The hair on his head, the hair on his face, white like wool. We got another brother. We got a couple brothers out here that got white woolly hair. First of all, what nation of people on the planet Earth got woolly hair? You got woolly hair. You got woolly hair. You got woolly hair.
Right.
You got woolly hair. I got woolly hair. I ain't combing today just to let you see this wool. And you know we'll come in a couple days, this thing start to compact. Read on.
His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
He said eyes was as a flame of fire. When you look at this image, he got blue eyes right there. He got light brown eyes right here. He got black eyes right there. He got green eyes over there. What color is his eyes, man? What color? They couldn't make a decision to show us what color Jesus Christ's eyes was. It said, but in the Bible it says his eyes should be as a flame of fire. And why I say that? Moses gave us a prophecy. Listen to this. Read. Genesis 49.
It's the book of Genesis chapter 49 and verse 12. His eyes shall be red with wine.
His eyes shall be red with wine. Jesus Christ drank wine. The first miracle he did, he turned water to a wine in a way, but he didn't get drunk. He drank wine in moderation. Go right back to where you was at. Read.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass.
It says feet like unto fine brass. What color is brass? Brown. Brass is a derivative of brown. He looked at Jesus Christ's feet, said they like unto fine brass. This dude's color ain't as fine brass. This dude is red. That's what color they is. They ain't white, they red. That's why when they get real happy and laugh hard, they turn red. You know what I'm saying? When they get angry, they turn red. It's the truth. A lot of people be like, oh, this racist. I'm telling the truth. Do they not laugh and turn red? Do they not get angry and turn red? Just like if they just sit up there and say, oh, if I'm in the sun too long, I'm like, oh, you look extra black today. Yeah, I've been in the sun all day. You know what I'm saying? We got melanin. We absorb the sun. It is what it is. We connect with the sunlight because we're spiritual people. Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
So he looked down at his feet, said his feet like unto fine brass. Is not your feet the same color as your face? Yes. Read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
As if they burned in a furnace. As if they burned in a furnace. You take that fine brass, you put it in front, what color is going to come out? It's going to be dark. If you take anything and you put it in a furnace, it's going to come out dark. So according to the Bible, what color is Jesus Christ? He's a black man. But they gave us this image. I'm going to show you how they gave us this image. Give me Revelation chapter 13. And then I'm going to show you what happened to our people. How we fell so low. Because a lot of people, I'm telling you now, go home tonight. Y'all look it up. Look up the Black Holy Roman Empire. And you'll see there, okay, where you from? I know you said you're from San Juan. Where you from? Huh? Cape Fair. Where you from? Curacao. Where you from? Okay, all praise to the Most. So y'all all from the Caribbeans. So y'all fall up under the tribe of Benjamin. West Indian blacks, tribe of Benjamin. That's what y'all be considered. You know what I'm saying? That's your true nationality according to God. Listen to this.
There's the book of Revelation chapter 13 and verse 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven.
Start at verse 11. Read.
11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and spake as a dragon.
Let's talk about America. He had two horns like a lamb and spake as a dragon. Like they because y'all know America is the most powerful country on earth, right? They democratic and they republic. That's what it's talking about. He'll sit up there and say, oh, we're going to do this for you and we're going to do that for you. And then he'll turn around. That's why I say he had two horns like a lion, but he spake, like a lamb, but he spake as a dragon. He act like he loved you and for you, and then next thing you know, bam, he'll stab you in your back. Just like he did the Native American Indians. Read. Even the Indians scattered throughout the islands, they did the same thing to them. They Israelites too, according to the Bible. They was called the Northern Kingdom of Israel. Read.
And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein.
It said caused the earth. The first beast that dwelled before him was Rome. America is a stitching of Rome. Read on.
which dwelt therein, to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed.
Just like this right here. This image comes from the Catholic Church. You know what I'm saying? Roman Empire was destroyed and then came back and went 1492 with Christopher Columbus. Read on. Had the deadly wound and then was healed. Remember I told you they got taken down when? In 222 AD. Then we came into power in like 472 AD. You know what I'm saying? It was called the Black Holy Roman Empire. Then you had to read it, look it up, the 100-year wars and the 30-year wars. Well, we constantly fought with them back and forth. They'll never tell you this in they ain't gonna never tell you this in your history. When you go to their educational system, what you learn? You learn whiteness. You don't really learn about your people. You don't learn about the stuff that your people done. You are not gonna learn about the black kings that rule all throughout Europe. They ain't gonna teach you that. They ain't gonna tell you, hey, they ain't gonna tell you why that symbol is sitting up there on the, why you got them black images sitting up there on these buildings. They ain't gonna tell you that. Why is that up there? Or why is this street named after this? Or who was the Moors? Hold on before you go. I want to read something before you go. Now let me show you how we fail. Because I want to just show you, look, if we such great people as I say we are, I'm gonna show you how we fail. Give me Deuteronomy 28:15. What's up? What's your question? How Jesus Christ got all that power? He's the Son of God. Back in ancient times, we had something that was called spiritual powers. You know what I'm saying? Remember, Moses parted the Red Sea. You had Elijah was able to call fire from heaven. So we actually, spiritual people, we had that type of power at one point in time. Why you think they got the ideas for X-Men and all these other movies from? We was the ones that was able to do that. That's right. Look at them old Chinese movies. You know what I'm saying? We was the first samurai. Look at them old Chinese movies when they jumping in the air real high. I can take you through the scripture what David was saying he was able to leap over walls. David and his mighty men, they was able to swing their swords one time and kill 300. The scripture say, I'm going to show you a blessing that came against us. Get Leviticus 26, 1 hour blessings. Leviticus 26 verse 5. So we spiritual people, we got a direct connection with God. But what broke our connection from God is we broke his commandments. God, we made a covenant with the Lord, agreed. The Lord told us, look, if we keep his commandments, he going to set us high above all the people on the planet Earth. But if we break his commandments, he going to bring us down low. He going to make us slaves. He said your sons and daughters, you heard me reading that when you came up, was going to be given to another race of people. The slave ships prophesied in the Bible. He said you're going to go into slavery again with ships. And you're going to be sold for slave men and slave women. He said your nationalities was going to be changed in Deuteronomy 28 verse 37. He said, curse shall you be in the city and curse shall you be in the field. You go to the cities where our people populate in the Americas, anywhere on the earth. We dwell in what? The worst neighborhoods. The worst neighborhood. Cursed in the fields, the plantations, picking cotton, sugar cane. All this written in the Holy Bible. Listen to this real quick.
Leviticus chapter 26 and verse 5. And your threshing shall reach unto the vintage.
Start at verse 7. Listen to this, read.
Verse 7. And ye shall chase your enemies.
It's a blessing that came upon the Israelites. God said you should chase your enemies, read.
And they shall fall before fall before you by the sword. And 5 of you shall chase 100.
Imagine, think about it, 5 people chasing 100. What type of power you gotta have? Us 5 chasing 100 folks down the street, they running. Come on, you see it in the movies all the time. 5 of you should chase 100. Read on.
And 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight.
He said 100 of us put 10,000 to flight. Imagine 100 of us got 10,000 people running in the face of us. We had spiritual power back then. Read on.
And your enemies shall fall before you by the sword.
He said your enemies gonna fall before you by the sword. Listen to this real quick. Deuteronomy 28 verse 32. So Moses gave the Israelites blessings for obedience and said evil things was going to happen to them for their disobedience. And that was one of the things that happened to us. Our power got taken from us. Man, you think all nations stronger than us? Come on, man. You know you ain't weak. You got it in your spirit that you're a warrior. You know you're warriors. But we spend more time fighting each other than fighting the ones who oppress us. That's Listen to this read.
28:32. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
It said thy sons and thy, hey look us up. We got more information on there. Look, this is our website right here. get in contact with us, man. Y'all got the Netherlands contact number on there too? Okay, get in contact with us over there. Listen to this, bro, while you walking out. Listen, read.
It said, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
The Lord said our sons and daughters going to be given to another race of people. Why? Because we broke his commandments. Read.
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
He said your eyes going to look and fail with longing for them all the day long. You weren't going to be able to do nothing but cry when your sons and daughters were given to the hand of this other people. Read.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
He said there ain't going to be no might in your hand, no power in your hand to get your sons and daughters back out of the race of this people. Read on.
The fruit of thy land and all thy labor.
I'm down to verse 16. Listen to this. I'm going to show you that the slave ships prophesied in the Bible. The only reason why these people was able to overcome us because the Lord gave them the power to do so. Because we broke his commandments. That's it. Read.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Egypt is a Greek word for bondage. Egypt means to bind. Get Exodus chapter 20 verse 2. Listen to this. Read.
There's the book of Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Tell the Lord your God which brought you out of the land of Egypt. Read on.
Out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of bondage. Egypt is synonymous to bondage, slavery. Go right back to where you was at.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Or the house of bondage again, or slavery again. How you gonna bring us into slavery?
With ships.
It say with ships. The Congo slave ships was prophesied in the Bible. What is signed in with the slave ships on? The Congo slave ships was prophesied in the Bible. It said the Lord gonna bring us into slavery again with what?
With ships.
With ships. That's prophesied in the Bible right there. We was packed down like sardines. We was taken to St. Martin. We was taken to Jamaica. We was taken to Curacao. We was taken to Suriname. We was taken to all these different lands on cargo slave ships. Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
The way Moses prophesied for it to happen, it happened. Read on.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
And look, we didn't supposed to see slavery no more again, but we went back into slavery. Read on.
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
And there, wherever those slave ships land there, if they land in Jamaica, if they land in St. Martin, if they land in Trinidad, if they land in Curacao, if they land in Suriname, wherever they land in, St. Kitts, wherever they land there, he said, and there you're going to be what?
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
He's going to be sold to your enemies. Who bought us? Who sold us and who bought us? The white man sold and bought us. Read.
For bondmen.
For slave men. They sold and bought us for slave men. Read.
And bond women.
And bond women. Slave men and slave women. Read on.
And no man shall buy you.
Or buy you back out of captivity. Because back in the days, back in the ancient times, when you were sold as a slave, your brother was able to come buy you back out of slavery. Nobody was going to be able to redeem you or save you out of slavery. Our nationalities will change too. Give me Deuteronomy 28 verse 37.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment.
You're going to become astonishment. All nations look at us as astonishment. But they'll understand, the only way they can walk down streets paved like this, the only way they can live and build this like this is because the colonization, the rape, the robbery, and the murder that they have done to the black man, the Hispanic man on this earth. That's the only way they can do it. Read that again.
And thou shalt become an astonishment.
They said thou shalt become an astonishment, a great wonder, amazement. They look at us and like, why y'all can't get on your feet? Why Africa look like that? Why is trash everywhere? Why is waste all over the place? Guess what? You took all our wealth from us. You impoverished us. We poor people. But look at your cities though. Look at your skyscrapers. Look at your streets. Look at your subways. Look at your lights. Look at your running waters. Look at your toilets everywhere. But then you want to say that we ain't nothing. They out of their damn mind. That's how you know they're the devil. And they walk around and act like none of this didn't happen. And our people still living in poverty today. And they in their kingdom of heaven. This their kingdom of heaven right here. That's why when some of our people come over here from our west coast of Africa and from the islands, they're like, oh, it's so beautiful over here. They be feeling like they're in the kingdom of heaven. But this ain't the kingdom of heaven. For real, this hell on earth. This they worship Satan to get everything they got. Read what you got.
And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations.
He said you're going to become a proverb and a byword among all nations. Nigger, coon, porch monkey, swatzer, all that stuff. Them bywords that they call our people. Being called, you know the word, being called a Jamaican is a byword. Being called a West Indian black, that's a byword. Being called an African American or Afro-Dutch, them bywords, because we the Israelites the Bible speaks of. Israel means a prince that has power with God. That's who he is. Those bywords that came amongst our people. Read on.
And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword.
And a proverb and a byword. Read.
Among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
Among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee. Read on.
Thou shalt carry much seed out into the field, and shalt gather but little in, but the locust shall consume it.
Jump down to verse 41. Listen to this. Read.
Verse 41. Thou shalt begot sons and daughters.
Say you're going to beget sons and daughters. Read.
But thou shalt not enjoy them.
You ain't going to enjoy your sons and daughters. Why?
For they shall go into captivity.
Notice this Bible talking about slavery. He said you ain't going to enjoy them because they're going to go into captivity. What nation of people, sons and daughters, went into captivity? Jump down to 43. Listen to this. Read.
Verse 43. The strangers that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
God said the strangers that was within our gates, because guess what? We did have our kingdom at one point in time. He said they was going to get above us very high. Read on.
And thou shalt come down very low.
And he said you're going to come down very low. And that's what happened to our people. When we fled up out of Egypt, you had all them other nations flee with us. And they went to the promised land with us. And we ruled over them. They served us. And the Lord said, you break my commandments, you're going to come down very high now. All nations ruling over us. Read on.
He shall lend to thee.
He said he going to lend to thee. That's why we don't got no banks. They took our gold. The only way they can fund their banks is through our gold. Through our tin, through our silver, through our copper, through our aluminum. They went to Ghana, built a power plant to refine all the aluminum there. And now America, you got a company in America, one of the rich, white man, one of the richest dudes on the planet Earth. Read on.
He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
It said he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to them. And who we give loans to on this planet Earth? I want to ask you something. Have you ever went to a black man and got a loan? Have you ever went to a black man and got a loan? No, you ain't got no loan from no black man. Black men don't give loans. Yeah, loan. No. But guess what? You can go to, what's your nationality? East Indian? You can go to East Indian and get, y'all got your own banks in East India, right? Yeah, y'all, okay. Yeah, y'all got your own banks in East India. Just like they got their own banks here. But we got to go to the other nations to get along. Read on.
He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
They say they're always going to be ahead of us. We're going to always be behind them. Is we ahead of them? No. We behind them. Read on.
Moreover, all these curses.
He said, moreover, all these curses, read,
shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee.
Hey, bro, how you doing, bro? You got any questions pertaining to the Bible? You need to know how great your history is, bro. I'm going to show you something. Because you know the Lord is against interracial marriage. Interracial date, interracial anything. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 3.
Bring it on.
That's why our people sleep in Europe. Our people fell asleep in Europe and then fell asleep in America. Why? Because they date the white man and date the white woman now. They fell asleep. Interracial marriage. And I'm going to tell you what the Lord said about interracial marriage. Listen, read.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 3. Neither shall they make marriages with them.
The Lord said you don't supposed to make marriages with them. You don't supposed to deal with the white woman. You're supposed to deal with the Chinese woman, the East Indian woman, the Japanese woman.
That's right.
None of them. The East Indian supposed to be with the East Indian. The Israelites supposed to be with the Israelites. The Caucasian supposed to be with the Caucasian. The Japanese supposed to be with the Japanese. That's how it's supposed to be. But a lot of people are like, oh, that's hate. No, that ain't hate. No, you're supposed to be with, the scripture says a man clean to his like. That's lust. God said that's hatred for your people when you date outside your race.
That's right.
That's hatred, I'm going to prove that. That's in Torah 4. Listen to this real quick.
Thy daughters thou shalt not give unto his son.
He said, your daughters, we're supposed to let our women date their sons, marry their sons. That's what God said. We're a holy people. Read.
Nor his daughter shall thou take unto thy son.
No, you don't take his daughters and let them marry your sons. Read on.
But they will turn away thy son
He said they're going to turn away your sons. Read on.
from following me.
From following, he said they're going to turn away your sons from folks just like you. Hey, bro, come learn your nationality. But no, he with that white girl. He like, oh, this stuff says the truth about slavery. I'm trying to go get me some booty. I love her. You know what I'm saying? And what it did, it took him away from doing what? Learn his true nationality. This is the biggest movement on the planet Earth right now. This can't be stopped.
That's right.
We worldwide. We worldwide. And a lot of people like to say, oh, it's hate. But I ain't said nothing hateful today. Everything I said was truth. When I talk about the atrocities that happened to the so-called Negro, why does it gotta be hate? When you speak about the atrocities that happened to the Negro, oh, y'all hate, y'all prejudice, y'all racist. Okay, let's love everybody. Can we all just get along? Hell no, we can't get along till you give everything back that you took.
That's right.
Read on.
But they will turn away thy son from following me.
They're gonna turn. So you're supposed to do interracial marriage. It's gonna turn away you from following your God. Read on.
That they may serve other gods.
I guarantee you. Turn that around. This the image in the back of his head. Right here. This is God. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. Just like when black men get with Chinese women or Japanese women, next thing you know, the black man all into Buddhism now. Dude, Buddha ain't your damn God. Buddha don't even exist.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He don't even exist. They get with the white woman. Next thing you know, they worshiping Jesus Christ. They get with these Indian women. All of a sudden, they worship Krishna. You know what I'm saying? Them ain't our religions. Them are not our religion. Give me Psalms 94. I mean 95. 95. Listen to what the Lord, Psalms 96 and 5. Listen to what the Lord's going to say about the God of the other nations.
Bring it out.
Listen to this. Psalms 96. Let me look at it first. Verse 5. That's it? All right, listen to it.
Psalm chapter 96, verse 5. For all the gods of the nations are idols.
He said all of them are idols. This man right here, this was a real man that walked the earth. Cesar Borgia, he was a pedophile. He slept with his sister. He was a rapist. He was a murderer. You know what I'm saying? This dude right here, Cesar Borgia, this is the image of the beast that was set up to deceive the whole earth. Because everywhere you go on the planet Earth, they think this Jesus Christ. And you know why they think this Jesus Christ? Because the technology that they got. They got this technology. All of a sudden, everybody think God with them. They got a nuclear bomb. Everybody think God with them. You think God gonna give you that? You got all. It said they all in line. Give me that in 2 Thessalonians real quick. 2 Thessalonians chapter 1. All line wonders.
Bring it out.
Listen to this. Let me look at it. Chapter 2, verse 9. Listen to this. Start at 3. Listen to this. Read.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
It said Christ ain't gonna come back to that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, the son of destruction. That white man is the son of perdition, the son of destruction. He even conquered your people too. Yeah, he conquered your people. He went all up in East India for like 3,500 years. That's why when you go to East India, you got, because the original East Indians was dark-skinned people too. When you go to East India, you know I ain't lying. When you go to the southern parts, you go to certain southern parts where people get darker, right? Different shades of brown. Because everybody on the planet Earth in the beginning was different shades of brown, except the Caucasian.
That's right.
The cave dweller. That's it. They're the only ones that didn't have no pigmentation in their
Bring it out.
skin. They ain't red.
That's right.
They have no pigmentation. This ain't hate. It's the truth. You is red. Why you get mad? You red. You turning red now. You ain't white. You chose to call yourselves white because white means pure. Just like we ain't black. We different shades of brown.
That's right.
We go all the way from a light brown. We go from that brown to dark brown. That's the truth. You know what I'm saying? We different shades of brown. Read what you got.
Who opposes and
He even got pigmentation in his skin. But the counterparts over there are red as hell. No life in them. Read.
Bring it out.
who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called God.
Who opposes and exalt themselves above everything that's called God? Who do that? The and white man do that. He opposed and exalted himself above everything that's called God. One of the ways he did that is with his Big Bang Theory. He's the one, he'll tell you, first he'll tell you he God, then once he found out God was black, he gonna tell you ain't no God, then he gonna create the Big Bang Theory.
That's right.
Well, what had happened, planets collided, an asteroid hit another asteroid, and the asteroid fell to the earth, bam, and landed in the ground. And you had little cells from the asteroid get into the water. And over 1,000 years they developed in the water, and then they climbed out of the water. Then next thing you know, it grew legs. Come on, man. Hell no, we don't believe that. God is a black man according to the Bible.
That's
For real,
right.
though. That's why they were trying to get rid of the Bibles. Why do you think Hitler was trying to get rid of the Bibles? He was trying to get rid of the Bible. He was trying to burn every Bible. They already knew the business. They knew Jesus Christ was black. He knew the people he was over there killing weren't the true Jews. He knew the true Jews were. Hitler said that that the Americans got God's chosen people captive. For real. That's what Hitler said. Read what you got.
Who opposes and exalted himself
It said, this man opposes and exalts himself. Read on.
above all that is called God.
He opposed and exalted himself above all that is called God. God said, no interracial marriage. What he do? Interracial marriage. God said, no homosexuality. What they do? They do homosexuality. God said, no bestiality. What they do? Bestiality. God said, don't steal. What they do? They go to Africa, they steal all the resources. God said, don't kill. What they do? They go to Africa, they kill all the people. God said, don't rape. What they do? They go to Africa and they rape all our women. He opposed and exalted himself above everything that's called God. He God. And then he did all this in the name of what? Christianity. He did everything he did in the name of Christianity. That's the truth.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. The Israelites have been scattered across the four corners of the earth, as prophesied in Deuteronomy, the 20th chapter. Here at Israel United in Christ, we need your help to recover the remnant of our people, teach them the gospel. Please help us, support us, and join or donate to the Booster Club today. Shalom. Shalom. This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us, subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcast, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israel